quick sound check. I hope it's working. Checking again, yeah, that should be fine. Alright, let's try this with another Sunday of Yesterday Origins, the sequel to the Yesterday game we already played. I have no memory of what we did last time. I hope it will come back as we load into the game. And hello Ada, hello Mel. And no, I'm not gonna center my text, because that's the whole point, that there's stripes coming from the right and having text on the left, and stripes from the left having text on the right. It's just that I haven't really found text at the top of to put at the top of that starting screen, since I removed it and made all the text rendered in an overlay. And yesterday, all your troubles seemed so far away. Exactly. And yes, I'm evil. Hi, Lucius Quack. How's it going? I hope you all had a good week, by the way. I've had a pretty good week. There was some fun stuff going on, and I've been tinkering a little bit with my setup. Nothing I can really demonstrate, except I think I didn't have that last time yet. The countdown that you saw at the start, that was originally hard-coded to like fixed numbers, and I fixed it, and I'm really proud of it, so it will just count down to the full hour. So that means if like today, I'm actually like starting the stream about 4 minutes before, or 7 minutes, I think it was, before I'm supposed to go live, then hey, it will still count down correctly. Uh, taking taking account of stream delay and stuff. So we have a key. I think we were going in there. So let's see. We want to go. Oh right, yeah. Leads to the main hall of the church. Hines awaits below it. Okay, so it kicked us back like a few steps earlier than we actually left off, because I think we actually entered that room already. It's locked, but the key is usually close at hand as proof that there is nothing to hide. Yeah, we have the key. The key works. Anybody can enter the church. There's nothing to hide. Except what is hidden under the tombstone in front of the altar. That really should be closed. Yep, that shouldn't be open. Oh, you must be like a programmer or something. I wish. Oh, we can look at some things, I think. Ah, damn it. Oh, no, it worked. Okay. Gines insisted that the church should be filled with saints, maybe to compensate for the number of heretics. Oh, let's see. Saint Donivald of Ogilvy, the father of 9 virgins devoured by a giant snake in a well. Is there a snake at the bottom of the well in the basement too? Okay, let's see. Saint Constantine, the Briton king of Strathclyde, who abdicated to become a monk, almost like you, who went from duke's heir to deacon. But the table will turn again, soon. Saint Fergus, patron of this church. Alright. Why is it offering the key here? Okay, it's just because there is an interactable point, I guess, and that's all it seems. Good. Then let's look at the other saints. We didn't do that last time after all. Saint Ethernan was killed during a Viking raid on the Isle of May, along with its 6,600 inhabitants. I wonder if we'll get to play that in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Today it is only inhabited by the monks in the abbey erected in his honor. Okay. One of them, Frey Soken, secretly works for the Order of the Flesh, and thanks to him you found 2 coins of judgment. Huh. Maybe those are all saints of the places where the other monks are, in case we need to find one. Saint Rögenwald Kali Kolson, who went on a pilgrimage to the Holy Land in search of the Holy Grail. A symbol of your search for the coin of judgment, according to Gines. That's Count Dooku. Yeah, he looks a bit like him, doesn't he? Saint Philon, who, according to legend, found the entrance to hell in a cave and managed to escape by reading the Bible thanks to a miraculous light shining from his hand. Looking for iron for the transmutation potion, you and Gines found the cave too. It's under your feet. Oh, okay, so that's the cave he hid in. Interesting. Which one looks... Nope, I didn't mean to click there. So let's see, what else can we look at before we go downstairs? I think this one might be look-atable. Hines, a lover of Paris, ordered that the rose windows in this church imitate those of Notre Dame. Okay. That makes sense, I guess. Oh, what's this one? Saint Alec, captured by the Vikings. They plucked his eyes out so he couldn't use the bow, a weapon he mastered. O Saint Alec, bless this crossbow that will be shot by our Lord Sir Roderick during tomorrow's hunt, in your honor and in that of your holy brother. Oh. We nicked a crossbow. I guess we might have use for that. There's another blessable object there, I guess. Saint Eden, captured by the Vikings. They chopped his fingers off, so he couldn't use the bow, a weapon he mastered. Saint Eden was captured by the Vikings with his brother. They chopped his fingers off, so he couldn't use the bow, a weapon he mastered. Yes, we already had that. Oh, arrows. O Saint Eden, bless these arrows that our Lord Sir Roderick will shoot during tomorrow's hunt, in your honor and in that of your holy brother. Yoink. I'm not quite sure what we'll be using this for, but hey, we can take it, so we will. It's Adventure Game Logic 101. I'm not quite sure what I prefer in adventure games. You know, on one hand, it's unrealistic to have to you know, like, be someone who would just, like, steal stuff. You know, so maybe a theft mechanic would be kind of useful to take items that you don't really need, you know, make them, mark them as this would be theft, and I don't know, have you be arrested if you take them before you actually have a really good reason. And when you have a really good reason, there would be, you know, okay, you really, really sneakily try to take it and it works, or something like that. I don't know. But on the other hand, you know, it's kind of convenient to be able to, like, if you find something in a room, take it, and then later, when you're at the puzzle that requires it, to not have to go, oh, right, I could probably use the bow here, and so have to walk back up again, pick it up, and go back again. So, hey, that might work. I guess that's all. I guess that's the window, not the... Oh no, it's actually the cross. Who left the door open? The order rules forbid that. Ah, okay, so this cross... Oh right, that was the last thing that we found standing in the previous game. So the whole church had been razed, but that part still stood and the door was still there. The fire compartment. It's empty. Yeah, and there's the mercury compartment. The normal way to open the gravestone is using the key that only Hines has. The salt compartment. This compartment, along with the other three on the cross arms, form an entry mechanism that only Hines, Sir Roderick, and you know how to use. The sulfur compartment. In case of emergency, you must fill all 4 compartments with the corresponding chemical elements so the gravestone opens. Ah, okay, so now they explain why this was here. So usually you'd have the key in the middle, but you can also just put the elements in the corners. It's not an open world game. Yeah, it's yeah. I don't know, but it, you know, it feels like, even if you're not building an fully open world game, if you can get closer to it feeling like an open world, that would of course, you know, like, further the illusion. On the other hand, of course, if you have lots of random items, like in a like Fallout game or something, then a person would not know which of these items to combine. And if you have a puzzle that seems to be that should be in the real world solvable with a certain element that you find in another part of the game, you might break your puzzles because you could skip steps or something.
Ines!
My good Vulcan. About time you showed up. Come here. Good Ursus and I have something to show you.
Instead of a murder hobo in Dungeons and Dragons, you are a thief hobo. Yeah, kind of. Okay, let's have that conversation again, I think.
I hope Ursus hasn't beaten him too much. The last victim was in such a state that I couldn't even torture him.
Oh, don't worry. But it may take you some time to wake him up.
That's kind of the thing, I think I mentioned that last time in passing, that worries me a little bit about this memory. You know, like we found out more about ourselves with each memory in the game. And with this one, you kind of think, like, are we now, is this the memory that turned Choke into the crazy murdering guy that we met in the other game? So it's kind of interesting to wonder, will this, did remembering all these things, maybe that's what Choke did, and maybe that was why he became who he was, because he realized all the crazy shit he had done. And this, so far Johnny has been a sympathetic character that we encountered, but here he seems very, very, seems very callous and, kind of an evil person.
I'm sorry. I'm late. I overslept.
Don't worry. As long as you oversleep alone. As a deacon of the Holy Church, you can't afford the least scandal. And we can't always throw your whores into the well.
Again, that, shows a really dark side of him, that they killed, apparently killed women he slept with, by throwing them in the well. Which, and plural, so it seems to have happened a couple times. It's not as if he had an affair and then Ines said, well, okay, we'll have to kill her, and then we went, oh drat, and now he thinks he's being more stealthy. Because that would be kind of bad. It would be another thing that points out that he's not really a good guy. So that makes me a little uncomfortable about him right now.
Today is the day. The key to absolute knowledge will be ours.
The key to immortality.
That's not what I seek.
I know, but remember, limitless life, limitless knowledge.
The entrance to the basement is open.
What? Open? Are you nuts, Ursus? Hurry, finish tying up the prisoner and stand guard at the chapel door. No one can come in or out but me, Vulcan, Sir Roderick, or his slutty wife. Good. Let's get to the important part. Prepare the prisoner as only you know how. Torture him, but save the best for the meeting of the Order. Try the same thing you did to the Saxon moron. The guests have come long and far. They'll be thirsty for the blood of our prisoner. The first transmuted being in history. The first immortal.
What? And what about Frey Seocan?
Oh, in the well. And this rascal was eavesdropping. I'll be in the workshop getting ready for the ritual. Do a good job. His cries will inspire me.
You've tortured men, women, elders, noblemen, and servants, but never a child. Your first reaction is to free him and escape, but you've been waiting for tonight's ritual for far too long. You'll help the kid escape, but you'll pretend you killed him. Then you look for another victim to replace him in the ritual. And when you confirm that the transmutation potion works, you'll drink it yourself. Then you'll take control of your life. So that's, like, turns him into a really dark character. Someone who wants to be banned again. Alright, where were we? Yes, yeah, it makes him kind of a dark character. And if we go back to his past, I wonder, like, did he become so dark because he basically grew up with Gines now? I mean, that could be one of the reasons. So let's see. There's the thing from the opening. The first time you saw such a tool, your whole life went to hell.
You turn the handle to separate the two boards as much as possible. Then you put the prisoner's ankle between them. Then you turn the handle in the opposite direction so the nails pierce the flesh. And he bleeds.
Okay, we nicked that one. Let's see what else we can find here. It's interesting that we have this nothing to say about this sign yet. That is going to become so important to Johnny. Ah, we can walk down here. One of the symbols that you copied mentally from the cover of the Treaty of the Flesh. Okay, I hope I won't have to memorize those. Or note them down. Ines insisted on having all the symbols from the Treaty of the Flesh around the well. It adds to the drama. Okay, I guess only two of them have a message. You read the name of all the symbols in the Treaty of the Flesh. Just as I was saying. One of the symbols that you copied mentally from the cover of the Treaty of the Flesh. Yes. Oh, and there's the wooden bar thing from the beginning that we didn't recognize. Even though apparently our father used it a lot. The torture rack that Gines baptized as the confessional after you showed your skill with the Saxon moral. Okay, so I guess that's what we're supposed to do. Luckily, you are not going to torture anybody today if everything goes as planned. Alright. And now we can look at this star thing. The furrows in the pentagram channel the blood of the tortured and make it visible. Oh, okay. So that's the traditional satanic ritual. Blood shapes. The grandstand will be filled with members of the Order of the Flesh, like every year since its foundation 7 years ago. Okay, so it's 7 years after the foundation, so I guess if we remembered that date... I think that might have been mentioned somewhere. Yes, that's him. Among the members of the order that will sit there tonight will be Sir Roderick de Guerre, lord of the castle, who can laugh his ass off seeing a victim's guts spilled all over the floor. You had an argument with Gines when you built the church. You didn't want those kinds of symbols, but he insisted that in order to attract noblemen and their money, you need a sense of show business. That's interesting. So I guess that's why they called it the Order of the Flesh. Went with all this satanic stuff. Although I guess, you know, like, they say he is the son of Satan after all. So, that would work. None of those who have voluntarily jumped into the well of truth have come back to tell if it's got a bottom. Wait. When the kid escapes, you'll tell Gines that you lost control, killed the kid, then threw him into the well. He'll scold you, but his rage is always temporary. He'll tell Ursus to look for another victim, and you'll carry on with the ritual as if nothing had happened. Okay, so we have an alibi. Is there anything else? So how can we let the kid escape, I guess? Guess let's talk to him then, because I think there's nothing else we can do here. Oh wait, just to check, because that item became interactable when we were outside. Yes. There's a small secret hiding place that only you and Gines know about. For that same reason, you won't be able to use it to help the kid escape. Oh, okay. There's a hiding place? Like the goat statue, it burns with Hamburg tar. It takes ages to light, but lasts several days. Ursus lights it in the morning before every order meeting. Oh, what's there? Oh, there's Gines. A spool of white thread, thin but resistant. Yoink. Alright, we can hopefully... What's this? Oh, you see our eyes. The chalice made by you that Gines will pour the transmutation potion into. According to Gines' plan, the kid will drink it after being savagely tortured by you. Then you'll kill him. If the kid comes back to life, like the Treaty of the Flesh says, that will mean that the potion works and you will be able to drink it too. You know, that's kind of the dark thing. Another dark thing that you say, okay, they're experimenting on other people, killing them to find out if there is a way to, you know, revive. They're not taking the risk themselves. Let's see if you manage to change the first part without altering the second. Alright, let's see what else is on there. Leather tubes that carrier pigeons once carried in their beaks until they met Hermodor. Oh, okay, so the falcon that Gines has also catches carrier pigeons and intercepts their messages. Interesting. Oh, we're taking one. Okay. Ground radish powder from Japan. The itch it causes, particularly to the nose, is so powerful that it can wake a dead man. Oh, wasabi! Or a man that should hold up a bit more before dying, to be precise. I wonder if that like was a thing, if they used like wasabi or horseradish for torture. It's funny to think that our self-knowledge comes from something as illusory as a reflection, but you don't even have that. Are you Iago, deacon at the service of pious Gines de Orduña, parish priest of St. Fergus Church in Inverloch? Are you Vulcan, founder and second head of the Order of the Flesh, led by the satanic Gines de Orduña? Are you Miguel de Fuentenegra, son of the devil, saved from the Inquisition by the cunning Gines de Orduña? I like that they always put like little self-reflective things in there to kind of deepen the story. The place where you and Gines keep everything you don't know what to do with. A saw of proven efficiency, as the neck of the Saxon moron confirmed. Oh god. Grindstone. The first time you saw a similar wheel was at Ezekiel's workshop back in Santa Brigida. You'd love to see him again, but you're happy just knowing that 3 years ago he became the priest to the Queen of Spain. Not bad for someone who just wanted to work in his workshop. Okay, that's good. You sharpened it recently after the incident with the Saxon moron. Alright, let's see if we need this later. You use the hammer and anvil to shape metal. All creation is a sign of violence. It feeds the forge's fire tirelessly. You shouldn't hide secrets from Gines, you know. Your most delicate creation. You should have given it to Cater months ago. Oh, it's a ring. But for some reason you haven't done it yet. Are you getting cold feet? It was kind of this, the indicator was actually hiding like what you were supposed to see. That wasn't quite ideal, but I guess we figured it out. This is where your love for smithery and goldsmithing were forged. If you plan to start a new life, alone or with Cater, after saving the kid, at least you already have a trade. Not sure that trade will be very useful to Johnny, but who knows? He could make stuff for cosplayers at least. To think of all the unsuccessful transmutation potions Gines has brewed in here with your help. Usually there are rats in here. They're not the most reliable experiment subjects, but they're easy to catch and no one misses them. Well, that's good. At least they do initial experiments. These sounds are really interesting part of the music. One of the many flasks used in alchemic science, known as a Florence flask. A still that Gines uses to distill alcohol. He never drinks it, since he hates that vice. I guess that's good. If you distill that stuff yourself, you don't know if you might slightly miss it and, make like ethanol or something. Q bit Gines during a ritual. Instead of killing it, Gines let it die of hunger in here. Oh. He said that the wailing and pestilence inspired him. Now he misses his dear dog. Aww. So apparently he can be very, very angry and harsh. Up to the point where he later regrets it. And that for long enough a time that someone can starve to death. That's not good. Your friend, protector, and mentor, yet you're going to disobey him by helping that kid escape. Wait, let's not talk to him yet. I actually want to click that book, but I guess I can't. Is that all in here? Here's a bookshelf that we might be able to do something with. A powerful sleeping powder that you use to kidnap volunteers for Gines potions. Because alchemists can't live on rats alone. Powdered Glycyrrhiza glabra, also known as licorice. Gines uses it as a sweetener for his most disgusting potions. However, you use it to take the sweetness out of Sir Roderick's life. So does that mean he gives them to Cater, or what? Many nights when Gines isn't here, you steal some powder so that Cater can give it to her husband. But today you have more urgent things to do. Oh, is it like, Huh. I wonder, like, I don't think licorice is poisonous. But maybe, I don't know, maybe in high enough doses or something? Or what does that mean? Or is it about, like, I don't know, does it have like, yeah, I was wondering if maybe it has effects on the potence of the guy. Maybe it's a sort of reverse Viagra or something. I don't know. Or I don't know if it's permanent. Now you know where to find something to write with if you ever need it. You're lucky the ink is not dry, as is often the case. Paper. There's not as much as in Santa Brigida, but there's enough to jot down your scientific findings. Woo! We got paper! Finally in this game someone lets us have paper. But we can't look at the books. That's an interesting skull. An unusually small skull. What else could you expect from the Saxon moron? Oh, so moron was not just a slur or something saying, oh yeah, that wasn't... But actually, like, they took a disabled person or something and tortured them. That was not nice. Someone who wasn't very smart. During your long nights working at the forge, you keep yourself entertained by throwing things into that metal bucket. Okay. I kind of suspect that we will be doing something with that later, but who knows? Oh wait, was that a... What was that? Was that a trash can or something? Besides trying to replicate the transmutation potion, Gines has been attempting to transform coal into diamonds for a long time. Coal that tried to become diamonds. Not bad. That shows how smart he is, you know? He's not trying to turn lead into gold, which, you know, like chemically, I think doesn't make much sense, but was just something alchemists thought, you know, one metal that is heavy, another metal that is heavy. And one that is cheap and one that is valuable. But rather, you know, because, you know, diamonds and coal are basically the same material. And knowing that is already pretty smart. Who will notice a missing marble? Alright. So I guess we've got everything. I don't think I want to talk to Gines first. At least strategically that doesn't seem very smart. I guess let's talk to him and see what we can do. The death of a child saved yours life ago. Will the salvation of another child be your downfall? The leather strap allows the prisoner to move his head a bit, enabling him to make a great show of his pain, much to the audience's delight. Oh, right. I think I know where we're going. Did he have that stain before, or did he get it trying to escape when Gines found him eavesdropping? So here's the thing, he's knocked out, isn't he? Let's see, I mean, we can't talk to him if he's knocked out, I guess. He sleeps so soundly that no matter how much you speak, he doesn't wake up. Whoops, what was that? What has Ursus done to him? Okay, so we need to wake him up, and we were told that the wasabi could wake up a dead man, right? So let's use that.
Don't kill me!
Alright, I don't know, let's soothe him for now. Or threaten.
I won't hurt you. Calm down.
No, please!
Okay, let's scare him. Hopefully that will also, like, be heard by Gines.
If you don't stay quiet, I'll torture you to death.
I wasn't spying.
He wasn't spying.
Think of your mother. She'll be looking for you.
What? My mother?
Now that you've calmed down, answer my questions, and I'll do whatever is in my hands to save you.
No. Save my mother.
She is not in danger. I said that so you would shut up. What's your name?
Fergus Quinlan, sir. I was given that name because I was born on St. Fergus Day.
Oh, so he has the same name as the church.
Hines told me you were spying on him.
I didn't want to, sir. I was hiding in that room because I didn't want to clean the Great Cauldron. They always make me do it, and I'm sorry. I didn't want to, sir.
What did you hear Hines say?
I don't know, sir. I didn't understand a thing. He and Sir Roderick talked about coins, a potion, and the devil.
Now it's your turn to ask me.
I don't understand what's happening here at all, sir.
Father Hines and I are the founders of a satanic order that meets here in the basement of this church, the Order of the Flesh.
Why do you tell him that? That kind of seems like really stupid, you know, even if you want to save them. Why would you give them more information, you know? Why wouldn't you leave them unknowing and just tell them, you know, you are in danger here? Or, you know, make up something like, I don't know, we found a secret satanic lair and, I don't know, you know, at least make it look like you're not part of it.
If I fail at helping you escape, tonight, after torturing you for hours, we'll make you drink a certain transmutation potion. Then, we'll kill you. And then, you'll come back to life. Many years ago, I read several pages from a forbidden book that is now in the Vatican. One of those pages mentioned a potion that would transmute its drinker into a being able to overcome death. But among its ingredients, there was a golden coin with a strange symbol. You'd have been safe if a monk called Seokan, who worked for the Order, hadn't found a couple of coins with a strange symbol a while ago. But enough talking. I must find a way to get you out of here. Do me a favor. When you see me around here, shout as if I was tearing your soul out.
Wait, I wanted to talk about the other things.
Now, let's see if you can still reason. You've disappeared for some time now. Who may be looking for you?
Maybe Zachariah Gray, the kitchen boss. The one I clean for. My mother, probably not yet. She's the only one who tells me to hide and avoid some of the chores. But if she doesn't see me at night, she'll get really scared.
Do you understand everything I told you about this place? And what we do here?
Yes. Well, no. It was too much information.
Once a year, the night before the great hunt in honor of Saint Eden and Saint Alec, we meet here to offer sacrifices to Satan. The members of the Order of the Flesh are noblemen from all over Europe, the same ones that come to the annual hunt. They have funded our search for years, but this year, we'll finally be able to show them results. Now, let's see if you can...
Alright, what didn't we... Oh, me, we
Do you
didn't.
know who I am?
You are Deacon Iago, Father Hines's helper. Sundays after Mass, you read books and tell legends to those of us who can't understand the written word.
Can you tell me which book I read to you?
Yes, Sir Iago. It's been months since you started reading us the Divine Comedy, but Dante the Italian. I hope one day I can learn to read like you.
Huh. That's kind of nice of him. I mean, He's still someone who's torturing and killing people.
Do you remember any of the stories I told you?
Yes. My favorite one is that of Bertrand the Wizard.
Refresh my memory.
Bertrand, native to Languedoc in France, could move objects with his mind. The Inquisition accused him of sorcery and put a rope around his neck, but made sure his feet touched the ground so that he wouldn't choke. They cut off his right leg and flung it out in front of him. Show your power by attracting it back to you. Bertrand died 3 days later when his left leg failed. He never stopped staring at the right leg on the ground.
Are you sure it was the right leg that was cut off?
Is it that important?
What? What the heck was that story about?
I still don't know how to help you escape, but I'll find a way soon. And when you escape, I'll say I've killed you and thrown you in the well. That way no one will ever look for you.
What about my mother?
I'll comfort her.
No, please.
Listen to me. I am here to save you, but I need you to calm down.
I wasn't spying.
Shut up.
What?
Kill your mom. Okay. I guess that's the
No,
end of the
no.
conversation. No. Fergus' eyes awaken your sympathy. They are so similar to Cater's. Let's see, can we... Hello? Red, like the hair of the children you will have if you decide to flee with Cater after saving him. I wonder... After you free the kid, you'll tell Ines that you killed him accidentally and threw him into the well. Exercise awaken your sympathy.
No, please.
Be careful, if that crystal ball accidentally falls, the noise could attract unwanted attention. What could we do? The drunken sailor? What could we do with the drunken sailor?
Oh, God.
Alright, so I don't really know.
Don't kill me.
Wait, can we... Guess can we somehow... If you forget the plan and torture him like Ines has told you to, you won't be in danger. No, but I don't want that. But you've never liked easy solutions, have you? No, I meant... let's go here. Come on. So we can't free him. So... Have that stain before, or did he get it trying to escape when Ines found him eavesdropping? There's no interactable point here. And it doesn't show any of my items to interact with, so I guess... I can't do that. Let's see, maybe we can go outside? Yes, we can. Of course, it could be that Ursus is standing there and we can't go any further. Oh. I guess we could write a message to someone. Let's see what this card does. There's a rope. Those leather strips could come in handy. Unfortunately, the cart driver needs them to tie the barrels. Okay, let's see if we can talk with him. A sure winner at the most prestigious pumpkin contests. Aww. Dirty and ragged, like the cart drivers that went to Santa Brigida. Okay.
Good morning, good man. At your service, sir. They seem really heavy.
You're mad. They're empty. You know it's heavy. It's this damn hangover in my head. Oh, I can't even lift it. So Roderick, God save him, for many years, forced me to drink 6 glasses in a row before buying the goods.
Maybe he fears someone will poison him.
Are you mad? Who could be so evil? Anyway, I feel horrible today. Can I take a nap?
What do you transport?
What am I transporting? Delicious wine from Wiesennacken, brewed at St. Mungo's Abbey. But of course you know the story. When St. Emlyn traveled through Wiesennacken, he asked a girl for water. She didn't want to give him any because the plague haunted the village. But then St. Emlyn insisted. So she gave him the water, which he transformed miraculously into wine, and he drank happily, and he had a hangover too.
And he died, not so miraculously, the very next day.
Bah! Details.
Details. He died.
I think I saw you walking around the lake last night. What were you looking for?
I was really looking to get a breath of fresh air. After selling some of my goods to Sir Roderick, I was a bit dizzy. But at the same time, I was looking for stench in the cave.
Stench.
You remember that St. Columbian defeated a monstrous demon on the shores of Blackface. It seems that the stench betrayed him.
And you found a similar stench here?
You're crazy. You can only breathe goodness here. I was waiting to find some pagan devil like that bile. When I knew I was coming here, most of my fathers insisted I look for St. Phelan's cave.
Right. I've looked for it too. In vain.
What? Same as me. The so-called dizziness went away, but I fell asleep on a rock. A lovely night, out in the open. If it was winter, I'd be dead. I feel like shit today.
Oh, St. Phelan's Cave, that's the one under the church, right? With the well. That they used because of the iron. That makes sense. So, of course, he has to lie and say, oh, yeah, we never found that either.
Will you stay tomorrow for the hunt?
I'd love to. I'm a devotee of St. Eden and St. Alec. Plus, I heard that noblemen from all across Europe are coming. But as soon as I get all these barrels in the cart, I'm gonna go back to Saint Mungo. Could you lend me those strips? I'm afraid not. I need them to tie the barrels. I'm lost without them. They were blessed at St. Alistair McNair's church, the saint of commitment and eternal bonds. He found the corpse of his betrothed 40 years after she died, thanks to the ring he'd given her, with the inscription, "From Alistair, with love." I know. An inspiring character.
Oh, what's about these barrels? How can a few empty alcohol barrels cause a drunken cart driver to sweat like that? So I can interact with them in some way, I guess. Huh. What would you do? You smile. There, right before your eyes, is how the kid will escape. But you can't let the cart driver watch how you put him inside a barrel. Ah, okay. So maybe we can tell him we'll get the servant to put them up there? Alright, let's see if we can maybe convince him of that. Not this way. Can't bribe him, I guess. Radish powder can wake you up but not energize you, especially if you're this undone. What's this? Such a big nose that the sleeping powder would affect him instantly, but you won't get him to sniff it willingly. Oh, so maybe we can do something with the sleeping powder. Venus ordered that the windows admitted those of Notre Dame. Yes, we already know that. Okay. So we know now that we can maybe get him to ingest the sleeping powder somehow. Oh, do we have water anywhere or something to drink? He must be parched, right? The guards have been instructed not to let anybody in unless they've been invited to the party, which will precede tonight's ritual of the Order of the Flesh. One of the many offenses toward you by Sir Roderick. To him, you're only Gines' helper. Okay. So that's the end. Of our free motion. Is he peeing against the wall? Is he fishing? What? I don't know. Fishing on land sounds kind of silly. Let's see if we can talk to... I don't think we can talk to Ursus in any way. But let's try and see what happens if we click him. You forged it yourself as a way to have Ursus on your side if Gines ever went mad. Interesting, okay. So you made him a mask to hide his burns as a gift? Did Gines already ask him to put on his order garments? The old man is getting careless. Yeah, that seems to be a bit obvious. That's my thought as well. Although you forged it with the same useless purpose as the mask, you felt incredibly proud when you saw Ursus smash a human skull with it. Okay. Scary guy again. Why does the dog of a satanic sect stick so hard to his rosary? Does the giant imbecile know that he's bleeding between the legs? Interesting. What is going on with him?
You remember Gines said I can enter and leave whenever I want, right? Yes, yes. And Sir Roderick, and his wife, too. I made that metal glove for you. You'd never use it against me, would you? I'll take that as a maybe not. Your leg, it's bleeding, isn't it? Well, I'd say it is.
What?
Wait. Are you having one of those days? Is that your secret?
Okay, at least that got a reaction out of him.
Just out of the blue. How many years have gone by since Gines forbade you from hurting yourself? Maybe I should tell him? Or are you going to give me whatever it is you're hiding?
Oh, he took another one of those. Now we have two, one for each foot. Interesting. Anything else?
Would you happen to have another torture instrument on your other leg? What a shame. But please let me know if you find one on any of your other members. That kid just doesn't know how to give in to torture. If he carries on like this, I don't know what I'm capable of.
Alright, so we have two of these things now, where I don't even know what to do with one of them. Wait, can we maybe pick up the blood? Somehow. Self-flagellation seems to be a popular pastime among these people. He's not sleeping, that's just the way he is. Well, let's see if we can... do anything downstairs now that we couldn't before. Wait, is the door knocker maybe interactable? Just because we previously had a moment... No, okay. We had a moment where there was something on the door and we didn't find out until ages. Oh, maybe we can...
Oh, God!
Maybe we can rat him out. So let's talk to Hines and see if that helps in any way. Wait, did we look at him yet? He's not as old as he looks, but obsessing is surely an aggravating circumstance in the crime of aging. Yet, if the transmutation potion works, both you and he will cease to commit it. You've never fully believed that satanic discourse, nor the fact that you are the devil's son, or that the treaty of the flesh was written by him. And yet Hines believes it all, or he likes to think he does. Like Ursus, he's already wearing the garments of the Order, even if the ritual won't take place until tonight. He's way too excited. Like you'd be if you weren't on the stupid child-saving quest. Kind of interesting that their clothing is kind of... I wonder if that's just acid reuse, that it kind of, you know, it still has the rope. Like the Franciscan robes, but I think it's... no, it's too different, I think. Okay, let's talk to him, I guess.
Tell me, Hines.
You called me that upstairs. Remember, we're not in public, my good Vulcan.
When you founded the Order, Hines thought it would be a good idea that all members had a secret name for dramatic effect.
You're right, Lord Bile.
However, you feel it's become something more than just a flashy nickname for him.
As of tomorrow, I will cease to pretend that I'm Father Hines, parish priest of St. Fergus Church in Inverloch, and you stop pretending you're Deacon Iago.
How are you coming along with the ritual preparations?
There's a lot I must get ready for, my good Vulcan. We've reached the peak of over 2 decades of searching, and we cannot fail.
Do you think this time we'll get it right?
Sure. We only needed the coins. I've got the rest of the ingredients down. But I won't prepare the potion until the very last moment, right before the ritual.
Do you really think they're from the devil?
Without a doubt. You've seen the pentagrams on one of the sides.
The same symbols have been used with different meanings by different cultures.
And don't you think that Satan, Prince of the Cosmos, wouldn't claim the symbol that identifies him?
I don't doubt his power, but...
Don't argue, Vulcan.
It's just that, since Brother Siokan found the coins in an old Viking boat, maybe that should be our new destination. Maybe there we can find the civilization that wrote the Treaty of the Flesh.
Tomorrow, my good Vulcan, we'll be immortal. We won't need the book anymore.
But how much more knowledge can be hidden in there?
Oh, is there any higher knowledge than the one that allows you to reign over death?
Okay, I see the schism coming already. Well, the schism was there because he's trying to, you know, like, save that child, but, you know, still.
According to what I read in the Treaty of the Flesh, 2 people can drink from a potion created with 1 coin.
Tell me something I don't know.
The kid will drink first. Who will drink second?
When we're sure it works, I'll drink. Then, we'll prepare more potion with the second coin. You, my faithful helper, will drink from it. Then Sir Roderick.
Sir Roderick? Why him?
Without him, we wouldn't have this church, Falcon. Nor an alibi. Nor anything else. He deserves it.
Uh-huh. Okay. So kind of looking at Hines a little more, I'm thinking he might be that old man that we saw earlier. If he also drank the potion. Alchemy element.
What would happen if we prepared the potion with the coin, but excluded one of the ingredients?
Which one?
The aim of salt and sulfur is to purify the soul before its return.
Without those ingredients, the drinker would come back with a contaminated soul.
A demon, a monster.
Interesting.
What would happen if we prepared the potion with the coin, but excluded one of the ingredients?
Which one?
Iron is used to forge the soul again, and gold to make it come back to life.
I'm not sure what would happen if we skipped one of those.
A soulless being? Or perhaps the body wouldn't come back to life? What would happen if we prepared the potion with the coin, but excluded one of the ingredients?
Which one?
Okay, so with salt or sulfur, we'd get some sort of monster, they speculate. And I don't know how the constraints of this world are. So far, we've only seen Johnny, resurrect, and that was it. So we don't really know, what else you can do. Oh, that's not right. We saw, depending on which ending you played, you might have seen the question is, I don't think we've ever seen anyone else resurrect. We've seen others. We've seen the assumption they would resurrect. But that's about as far as it went. So given what we know of his backstory, I'm wondering if he would maybe, be, if it's maybe him and not the potion. Maybe the potion is just... Oh no, wait, we've seen one other person. Of course, we've seen Pauline. Right at the start of this game. So we know that the potion works. Okay, so much for that theory. But the thing... So maybe... But maybe you can use the potion several times. Maybe that's what we find out. Because we know about his backstory that he was kind of found in the clothes of an older man as a baby. So maybe he was exposed to a older, simpler version of this potion. So we know what no mercury does. Salt or sulfur makes you kind of a monster, they speculate. Gold or iron, they say the body might not come back. So the best theory I have for that is that you kind of turn into a ghost or something. Or just, nothing works, you stay dead. Maybe that's the foundation. So the question is, what does fire do? I wonder if...
According to the Treaty of the Flesh, fire is used to honor an unknown entity.
Satan.
I'm not that sure.
But I am. Plus, we need fire to melt the coin of judgment.
What would happen if we prepared the potion with the coin, but excluded one of the ingredients?
Which one?
Okay, so I guess not using fire and not using gold or iron would not work. Because we need the fire to melt down the coin. And I guess the coin is the gold. And the iron is somehow mixed into it. Huh, okay. Now let's see what they speculate about Mercury. Let's see if they're completely wrong again.
Mercury ensures that the transmuted being comes back to life with his memory intact.
It would be horrible if we forgot to add mercury to our potion. But, as I'm sure you understand, I can't allow myself to make such a mistake.
What would happen if we prepared the
All right.
potion with the coin?
Which one?
So he knows. They are sure that that happens, and we know from the previous game that that is what happens. So, because that's actually what's constantly happening to Johnny. So that's useful to know. But, yeah, they say, like, honor an unknown entity. So what fire would be... Like, would be Odin or something? Woden? Is he kind of fire related? Or is that... Or is it... I mean, Thor is lightning, I guess. I don't know enough of the Viking gods to actually make a good theory here. But, don't think Odin is fire related. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I guess it's like wisdom and stuff. I don't remember, like, of course, most of what I know about Viking gods is from Marvel Comics, and I'm not sure if they had gods, like if I've seen any gods there that had to do with fire. Maybe Thor a blacksmith? Yeah, maybe. I mean, it could be, you know, they mentioned that that Johnny is a that he's a blacksmith right now. So I mean that, you know, something like that would fit, even if it's just, you know, like a remnant of memory maybe from a previous life or something. So maybe that's somehow related.
I'd like to clarify something about the kid. The kid is taking the place that Seokan deserved for finding the coins. He was one of ours, but we can't just get a random kid and make him immortal. He'll be too powerful.
Tell me something I don't know. He'll be tied until we prove the potion has worked and has no secondary effects. Then we'll throw him in the well, where he'll enjoy immortality without becoming a nuisance.
That's horrible.
The kid is not easy to torture. I mean, I've never tortured such a tiny body. I hope I don't make a mistake.
Oh, I trust your skill, Vulcan.
We said we would not use servants of Sir Roderick as victims.
The kid was eavesdropping, Vulcan.
What will happen when the mother starts looking for him?
Oh, you're right. Oh, well, luckily we're in no shortage of poison.
Oh, so they want to kill the mother as well. Great.
I feel weird torturing a kid. Maybe we can find another volunteer.
I don't know what bothers me more, Vulcan. The sudden hint of a conscience within your dark soul, or your questioning of my orders.
Okay, so that wouldn't work.
I think that Ursus tortures himself.
He needs a way out. His guilt for helping us is too big.
But you forbade him to torture himself.
And he feels guilty for lying to me. That's the way religions work, my good Vulcan. As soon as someone feels guilty, you've got a slave.
I'll never understand why he can be so loyal to you while he still believes in the Christian God.
And remember, I saved his life. Some people value such a thing.
Maybe we don't need Ursus to mount guard at the church door. I close the door, take the key, and problem solved.
No, I'd rather have him there. Just in case Sir Roderick comes. I mean, Lord Behemoth.
Oh, the Saxon moron was a member of the Order? What?
Maybe we shouldn't have killed the Saxon moron.
You seem to think otherwise when you tortured him.
What if he served someone, and now they're looking for him?
He'd have confessed. Whom could he be serving?
The Inquisition.
Bah! If the Inquisition knew of our existence, they'd come with a small army instead of infiltrating a moron among our members.
Maybe Ursus drank the potion without one of the ingredients, that why he can't speak? I don't know. Like, I think, you know, Occam's razor, he got in a fire, his throat was burned, he saw that, so that's probably more likely. I mean, I think that's like what happens when you're in heat, like in a fire anyway, like your throat constricts, and, you know, like most people suffocate from gas inhalation and that throat constriction, I think, before, you know, like actually being burned. So, I think I heard somewhere that that's how it works. So, and it kind of makes sense to me.
It's very strange that our Spanish friend hasn't arrived yet. He's always the first one.
We'll never be thankful enough to him. It's a shame we must kill him tomorrow.
What?
We'll be immortal, Vulcan. We won't need anybody's money anymore. The Order of the Flesh will die tomorrow.
Oh. That's interesting. Oh, I wonder... Like, we know that it has been destroyed, the church, from the previous game, and that I think the Inquisition came to destroy it. So what if... So what if that was part of the plan? What if he goes and says, okay, we'll do it at this time, and then I'll give a signal or something, and they'll kill us all, and think they've got us, and that way they know, you know, they won't go searching for any people from the Order of the Flesh. And when they revive, they can slip away. And also, like, you know, the plan here was that the child gets used as a test subject, which we know is likely what happens to Johnny because he freed the child. That's at least my theory, that what we're now doing leads directly to what we saw at the beginning. So in that case, that means there is a second person who takes the drink. But since Johnny comes back without memory, that other person either comes back without memory as well, or alternately, what if the old man we saw is this old because, you know, maybe you don't die anymore, but you get older, and that would, you know, mean that the old man actually, you know, survived, you know, Ischines survived all this time, but is so ancient because as soon as he dies, he would forget everything. And And so he doesn't want to die, maybe. Because he drank the same potion that Johnny drank. But he, you know, might have survived or gotten away.
I don't trust Sir Roderick.
I do. Besides, we need him. There are some doors that no commoner can open, no matter how immortal he is.
My father was the Duke of Fuentenegra.
Your father is Satan. Miguel de Fuentenegra died in the dungeon I saved you from.
Okay, so that means... Yeah, so Roderick is supposed to stay alive. So that means we can kind of count that we should be getting 4 immortals, right? No matter what happens, because we know we got Johnny, we know Gines will definitely want to survive, so those will be the first 2. Johnny first because, you know, he'll have to be the guinea pig. And he seems to be insistent on saving Sir Roderick while he says the others of the order should die. So that means they'll make a second cup with a second coin. And at least Sir Roderick will drink that. Now I'm wondering, like, it's a red-headed kid and, what was his name? Harry? The rich guy? White? You know, what if he is like Johnny? What if he is the kid and they do the test? And, you know, we don't get to save the kid. And this way, that would be a nice twist here. Henry White, yeah, that sounds good. I mean, that would be a nice twist here, that we find out, you know, like, Henry and we both got that first potion that makes you forget. And then they make a second potion for Gines and Sir Roderick. And they remember. That would also be a possibility. We'll see what happens.
What will happen to Lady Katir?
That cold fish. I guess her legitimate master and husband, Lord Behemoth, will kill her tomorrow. Did you know? She can't even satisfy him anymore.
Whoops. They're blaming her. Because he's... Huh. That doesn't sound good. What's this? Is this talking to Gines, or is that... Oh no. After many years searching for the Coin of Judgment, the main element of the transmutation potion according to the Treaty of the Flesh, Brother Siokan found not 1 but 2 in the empty eye sockets of a skeleton in a Viking boat run aground on the shore of an almost unreachable beach on the Isle of May. 2 coins of judgment needed for the transmutation potion that will give you eternal life. And that's why we had the subway tokens, I guess, as coins of judgment. I wonder, you know, like, if that was just, you know, Choke being nuts and, like, using the subway tokens, you know, as a stand-in, or if we find out, well, you can just scratch this sign into a subway token and it will do us as well. The heads of both coins show a satanic symbol that you also saw on the cover of the Treaty of the Flesh, back at Santa Brigida. There is no doubt that they are the true coins of judgment. Some of the symbols on the back of the coins match the ones on the Treaty of the Flesh. Some of. That's interesting. They are strangely uncritical how these coins work. They just say, yeah, magic, don't ask. Yeah.
Don't kill me.
I mean, it's, you know, like, this is still the Middle Ages, so I think it was, you know, like, science is, you know, it makes sense in the context of these people in their world.
I didn't do anything.
But of course, it would be interesting if there's a scientific explanation in the game, or if the game really is, you know, just saying, okay, yeah, here, this is Satan exists, and there are satanic powers or something, or maybe gods exist, and you know, this is Thor's power or something. You're not going to torture him, but maybe the boots can make him look taller. In any case, judging by the state they are in, he wouldn't even be able to walk. Okay, that was kind of funny. Fergus would fit perfectly inside one of the barrels. Callum would take him far away without noticing. But how would you get the kid to walk from the church door to the cart without Ursus or anyone stopping him? So we can't put anyone to sleep right now.
I still don't know how to. And when you escape, I'll say I've killed you.
What about my mom?
I'll.
No, please. I wasn't spying.
Where was the secret?
I wasn't spying.
Like the goat statue, it burns with... Yeah, we've seen that. There's a small secret hiding place that only you and Gines know about. For that same reason, you won't be able to use it to help the kid escape. So is that the thing we found the ring in?
Don't kill me.
In the Well of Truth, bones are rotting like those of Lord Whatley and his brothers, among many others. You let the marble fall. A minute later, you still haven't heard it hit the bottom. People make no noise when they hit the bottom either, but at least they scream while they fall. Huh. Interesting. Are you sure? Have you decided that your relationship with Cater has no future? You better think twice. Throwing something into the Well of Truth would help you hide it, but that's not what you need right now. Alright.
No, please.
Is there anything we can do here? Then shall the kings say unto the goats on the left, Depart from me, you who are cursed, into the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels. If you throw the sleeping powder into the fire, everybody, including you, will fall asleep. You must find a subtler approach. The damned statue won't wake up no matter how much radish powder he breathes, luckily. If you really want to fight the devil, focus on saving the kid. Okay, but so if we have fire somewhere, we could put something to sleep. Or someone, actually.
I didn't do anything.
Unfortunately, deceased Lord Wheatley and his brothers won't sit here tonight. Last year you found out that they were conspiring against Hines. Huh. Among the members of the order that will be here tonight will be Don Guzman del Barco, ruthless as only a Spaniard can be, and who sheltered you and Hines in Salamanca when you left Santa Brigida 18 years ago. Oh, so he helped you? And that's what he gets killed for. That's charming. This wouldn't be the first time that you torture a member of the Order. You were quick and to the point with Lord Wheatley and his brothers. You liked them. Huh. Silverio di Enna and his family will attend tonight's ritual. They puked inside their hoods while you tortured an old man. Monsieur Guillaume de Saussure will of course come to the ritual. His optimism has helped save the Order during its worst time. Among the members of the Order that will sit there tonight will be Sir Roderick de Care, Lord of the Castle. Yeah, okay, we've seen that already. Unfortunately deceased. Yeah, okay. Those are the same poses that the statues made in the first part. The shop window dummies. Okay, I think we've heard all the
Have mercy.
messages.
I didn't do anything.
Let's see if we can do anything in the main room. Maybe we missed something
No,
there.
please.
Wait, let's have a peek if there's
I wasn't spying.
anything we've missed here. Oh, the altar.
No, please.
Sometimes you wake up sweating after dreaming of the things that Gines has done here. And you too. And no, we're not talking about mere tortures. Would you end the life of Gines, your friend and savior, only to spare a child's life? Even if you dare doing it during the ritual, the members of the Order will finish you off.
I wasn't spying.
Can we write a message for the bird? It says that there is a glove, so the question is... Ah, the glove is here, okay. Gines' falconry glove, he never lets anyone borrow it. What would happen if Gines knew that sometimes you use it to send love messages to Katir via her mortar? If you want to take it, Gines mustn't see you. Can I put the potion maybe in that one? It still shows the... You better leave it where it is. If Gines sees it and sends it out for repair, you lose a good hiding place. Okay. I guess the break. So let's see if we can throw the potion. Wait, I don't think we've looked at all our items yet, so let's try that. A leather tube like the ones carrier pigeons hold in their beaks, and sometimes their executioner her mortar too. For Satan's sake, it sure can wake people up. Wait, can we... Yeah, there's nothing about it that we can do. A saw of proven efficiency, as the neck of the Saxon moron confirmed. Your most delicate creation, you should have given it to Cater months ago. Or Cater. But for some reason you haven't done it yet. Are you getting cold feet? WLFY. With love from Iago. Ah. Sneaky. Someday you'll write your memoirs. Someday they'll fit on that paper. Two examples of the torture instrument known as the boot, with adjustable height so the victim doesn't limp. I don't quite understand how this is supposed to be used. If it's with adjustable height so the victim doesn't limp, is that like supposed to be a pun? You see Cater so often that the scratches. Oh yeah, we've seen that message. A triskelion, the Celtic symbol of the never-ending search for knowledge. As luxurious as they are uncomfortable, were they not apparent present from Cater, you get rid of them. Besides the fact that the torture instrument takes its name from actual boots, it doesn't look foot-friendly. However, you might look taller somehow. I still don't quite know how this thing is supposed to make you taller. Okay, let's see if we can maybe throw something in there. You have no intention of burning that in the forge. Okay, I thought maybe then comes out of the chimney and somehow puts everyone to sleep outside or something. What's this? Oh, it's Gines again. Well, let's talk to him and see if we can talk about anything new.
Why don't you go out and get some fresh air, Gines?
Lord Bile. And no, I won't rest until the ritual is over.
Can we write the message? You'll write a note to send a message, but what for? Yes, you could write Cater a note. The resemblance between her eyes and Fergus can be of great help. Straight to the point. Okay. So they can both flee, maybe. And she can take care of him. Okay, she's allowed to come in, so he can call her. And maybe she can distract someone. And I guess a leather tube, yes. Put the message in there. Alright. What can we do with that? Spool of white thread, thin but resistant. That's like what the prankster monk did, kind of. I'm expecting that to be. Can we maybe... The idea of throwing something into the bucket to distract Hines is quite attractive, but you'd rather not get rid of that. Oh, okay, now I know what to do. Because they say that it's loud and noisy. Who will notice 2 missing marbles? So, can we go here? Okay, let's see. The noise could attract unwanted attention. Well, let's see what happens if we do this. For a brief moment you are possessed by the prankster spirit of your friend Giuseppe, God rest his soul. Aww. Time to put your aiming skills to the test.
Huh?
Alright. Diversion. Okay, now we know how to do that. And now we see if we can just do diversion. The idea of distracting Gines with the clink of a marble falling into the metal bucket would be really interesting if you had a marble. Oh, no, just 3 missing marbles. Will only let us have 1. Okay. Okay, now, okay. Diversion. That's really interesting. But you'll need something else to snatch the glove quickly while Gines isn't looking. First you'll distract Gines throwing a marble into the metal bucket, then you'll shoot something at the glove. But what exactly? How will that help you get the glove? Oh, now I have it. Okay. So first, we can use the thread. You could tie the string to the crossbow. That way you could throw it and then get it back. Wait, something's just wrong. No. Okay, then I guess we have to use the crossbow with the arrows. Choose bolts. Now that this is understood, we only need the where, when, and why. Diversion. Oh, so we need a bolt of some sort? Wait, what was that? I think that was an interesting message and I didn't catch it. You are my weapon, my hammer. Use the hammer and we'll... Yes. Got that. Let's try again. You are my war hammer, my weapon for battle. With you I shatter nations. With you I destroy kingdoms. Okay, so... do we have some sort of... bolts blessed by Saint Eden himself? Okay. No, so those are bolts. Okay, so we should be able to use them. They're not just arrows. You tie a piece of thread. Oh, finally. Okay. End of bolt. Alright. So... rope thing. If you wind the end of the invisible thread that's tied to the bolt around your finger, you'll be able to pull on it to recover it quickly. Alright. And now we should be good. So let's get another... already have one? Oh, we already have one. Okay. No, wait, here. Diversion. The arrow. While you distract Linus by throwing a marble into the metal bucket, you'll shoot the bolt at the glove. But what will you shoot it with? Well, duh. Crossbow. Okay, sounds like we have a plan. Way to overcomplicate things. And he won't hear you shooting a crossbow from afar, I guess.
Huh?
I won't see that glove zipping by past behind him. Okay, but I guess we got the glove. Right. Crossbows for days. Hi Arch, how's it going? Yes, crossbows for days.
No! No!
It's odd how they all call the same item marble, coal, crystal ball. I guess the synonyms were lost in translation. Yeah, not too shabby.
This
okay,
can't be
good.
happening.
You're doing well. He's not really good at acting. Okay, so let's go outside and try to get our message delivered.
No! No!
And probably get our girlfriend in danger in the process. Or maybe she'll just tell on us. Who knows? Alright. Use glove. Too risky. Besides, he's too busy to notice, and if he did, he'd doubt of his own memory, not of you. Alright, let's walk up to the bird. Message. I lost track of what the goal was. Yeah, it's kind of a lot to do. If you put on the glove and whistle like Ines does, the falcon will come. But what for? To deliver the message. Duh. are you whispering in her mother's ear? Whatever it is, the bird understands you better than some humans, doesn't it?
This can't be happening.
Alright, let's see. Oh.
What am I doing here? Give me a good reason.
Before, when I left your room, I was a bit rough.
Just like you were in the note.
I'm sorry.
That's why you made me come here? Really? What am I doing here? Give me a good reason.
Hines wants me to torture and kill a kid. The cook's son. But there's no way I'll do that.
Wait, you don't defy Hines for me, but you do for a dirty servant.
He has your same eyes.
The kid?
And your hair. I can't kill someone who reminds me so much of you. Our kids could look like him.
Kids? You and me? That requires a certain level of commitment. Much more than anything you've shown me. Anyway, who cares?
What I'm giving you is not easy to craft. I'd never worked with gold in such a clean, detailed fashion. And the inscription. I copied the idea from St. Alistair McNair.
I don't know what to say.
Tomorrow, during the hunt, we'll run away together. But first, I need to save that kid. Please, help me.
You wanted the cape, didn't you?
I need your cape to save the kid.
Oh.
Hide in one of those confessionals once the kid escapes. I'll tell Hines I killed him accidentally. He'll tell Ursus to search for a new victim. And you'll be able to return to the castle.
And tomorrow we will be free?
Tomorrow.
Why did she go downstairs? He said confessionals, not downstairs. Oh well. Charmer. Yeah, I hoped I could talk about the other things with her as well, but I guess we've lost that opportunity. But they should have had her, like walk away like somewhere off screen or something and not downstairs, unless she's going downstairs to squeal on us with Hines.
No! No!
Alright. This will be interesting.
Have mercy!
Pathfinding shrug. I think it's more like, well, we
No,
don't have any
please.
other exits, and we don't want to... Yeah, maybe they didn't want to do any new pathing or something, like, maybe the NPCs aren't,
This
are
can't be
hard
happening.
to get to walk somewhere where the main player character is not allowed to walk either. I mean, that could be it. She really likes it. Guess we have an escape plan now. Let's see if we can execute
I still
it.
don't know how to... And when you...
What about my...
I'll...
No, please!
Can we do this? No. So how do we kick all of this off? Escape. The kid will escape hidden in one of the barrels that the cart driver is loading at the castle gates. Oh, I guess we'll have to
Oh, God!
distract the cart driver somehow? I guess that's the thing we're missing still, right? Oh well, let's try that after the break. So, quick break, and then we'll hear each other again.